Hey, I'm glad you can join us in today's video. Today, we're going to show you how to make $90 out of one 8-foot 2x4. So if you've got an 8-foot 2x4, stick around and let's find out how to make money out of it. All right, so for today's money-making build, you're going to need, I think everybody can get a hold of a 2x4. It can be an entire 8-foot 2x4. The more you want to make, the longer this board needs to be. Number two, you're going to need some type of saw, whether it be a circular saw, miter saw, or a table saw. You can get the same results with all three of these saws. You just need one, and you need to pick which one you'd prefer to use. Today, I'm going to use my compound sliding miter saw so that I can get all of these cuts. If you'd like to see different ways to make it, actually using the other tools, leave a comment down in the comment box below, and I'll do a couple of other videos, or at least one other video, to show you how to use the other two tools. You're also going to need a drill and a Forstner bit. You can also use a Spade bit. You're going to get the same results. So if you only have Spade bits, use the Spade bit. And obviously a tape measure. So for step number one, what we're going to want to do, come to the end of your 2x4. Make sure that you have this end cut flush, which this is the end of the board. This is the last part of the board that I actually cut on. So I know that this is flush. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come out and measure to 2 inches and 3/4 and make yourself a line. Your next measurement, you're going to want to come up to 3 inches and 1/4. Make your second line, and then you're going to want to make a line at 5 inches. From there, I'm going to use a speed square, and I am going to mark my line. Come through, mark all of your lines, and then because I'm going to do this in a few different sections, I'm going to make multiples out of this one board. I'm going to come through and I'm going to draw this line in so that I can actually look at me when I'm talking to you. But from there, what I will end up doing is coming out, marking 10, 15, 20, 25, got a 30 marked, and a 35. So, sorry. And a 35 marked out here. So, what will end up happening is these will all be their own individual parts. All right. So what do we say? 2 3/4 and 3 3/4. Two and 3/4. And now that we have those all marked out, we'll come through with the speed square. Obviously, you don't have to have a speed square, just something straight to come across. Make sure we color these in because we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves and forget. So now that we have all of these marked out, I'm going to show you what we're going to do over on the miter saw. Like I said, you can do this on a table saw or with a circular saw as well. So there are different steps that you can do that. And like I said, if you'd like to see that, please leave a comment in the comment box below, and I will make a secondary video to show that. So I have an ability to adjust how deep my cuts can actually go. So what I'll actually do is I'll back this screw out right here, and there's a lock nut on there as well. And I only want this to go 3/4 of an inch into this piece right here. So since this is 1.5 inches thick, what you can do to make it easy is bring a piece of 3/4 inch stock up here and smidge from there. All right. So we can just make it through there. So we're going to lock this into place. Then when you bring your piece up here, it should be right about halfway down. And that's what we want to look for depth. Now, something that you have to take into consideration is that with this, since the blade is circular, your backstop, you're not going to be all the way back there. You're not going to be able to make an entire full cut at that depth because it will stop right here. So what you're going to want to do from there is bring that 3/4 inch stock back up here and make sure it is like a sacrificial piece that you're okay with losing or cutting into. For a backstop so that you can make a full cut coming through. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to cut this out, and I'll show you right now doing that. So that will be your first cut, and we will continue that down the line. Flip it around so that we can keep our hands safely away from the blade. Alright, once you have all of your slots cut out, and we actually went a little bit deeper so that the phone would sit back a little bit further so that you can see it a little bit better. What you're going to do now is come down and cut all these out. Now for our next step, we are going to go with Truth Unfiltered. This is a shout out to you. This is an easier way, or another easy way to find center. What you can do is you come from one corner, come to the other corner. Ooh, you don't break your pencil. But you go from one corner to the other, and then you do that same thing from here, coming over, and that is another fast way to find center so that you can drill a center mark. So instead of measuring this way and then measuring this way to get your center, you can just get them crossways. So that is another way. Truth Unfiltered, thank you for saying something and bringing it up. It was a good way to show other individuals how to get that center mark. But now with our phone stand, we are going to come over with a 3/4 inch Forstner bit or Spade bit, either one will work, and we are going to drill a hole through here to the other side. And this is why it was important for this position here to be, 2 3/4, so that we can actually make it through all the way with our Forstner bit. If you make it too long, your Forstner bit won't be able to go all the way through, or it'll come up just shy. So cutting it just slightly shorter so that we can make sure that our Forstner bit goes all the way through. Let me show you real quick. And there we go. You're drilled through all the way to the other side. Now that I've shown you how I would batch out a bunch of them, I'm going to come over here to the sander real quick, sand one down, show you a finish of it, and then basically show you the end product here. So let's go ahead and get this sanded down, cleaned up a bit, and we'll be right back. Alright, and if you're not new to the channel, then you know exactly the finish that I like to put on a lot of my wood projects. And I can already hear in the comment box below, yes, I did burn a piece of wood on top of a wood workbench. It'll be fine. There's no heat even on the workbench. So, just an FYI. So, there we go. So far, this is what we've got. Now, I'm going to make two different videos for you. One is this one is going to be a step-through-step process walking through every step, showing the entire process so that you can mimic this so you can see the entire process. I will link another video if you want something that's a little bit faster paced. A lot of different things cut out of the video. I'll link that in the description below and you can go check that video. Hopefully you can hear the difference in the video, but with it being in or out of it, you can hear a difference. Something really nice, easy for you to build, quick. I would throw a clear coat lacquer on here, obviously offer it in a few different colors, in a few different designs. Maybe obviously you can even put some type of an engraving here, a personalization for people. People love that. People will pay extra for that. All right, so there you have it. That's basically the end of the build right here. So I will go through and I will knock the rest of these out, get these stained in different colors so that people have different options. I will also put these on my Etsy store, which will be in the description of the video down below. And realistically, I mean, this took me maybe a few minutes of my time to actually videotape everything, measure out everything so that I could show and explain it to you. If you were to go in your garage or your shop and knock these out, you could knock them out a lot faster. I know that some people say that they would sell them for $40, $45. I don't think realistically that maybe this would be worth that amount of money, but would it be worth $5, $10? I think that yes, 100%. I think $10 for sure you could sell them. You could sell them quick, probably for $5, and maybe if you want to sit on them for a little bit longer, for $15. But with that being said, per board, per piece, it comes out to about 22 cents per unit to actually make this. 22 cents worth of a 2x4 to actually make this right here. Now, factoring in your time and drilling and everything like that, that's why I would streamline this. But legitimately, for 22 cents, even if I were selling these for $5 a piece, if I only have 22 cents invested in this, that's over a 2,000% profit. Now, if you can sell them for $10 a piece, I mean, obviously, you double the amount of money. I think it would come out to 4,000% profit. So $5 or $10 to actually sell them at a decent pace. I think that these are very realistic. It's a good amount of money to make. If I can take a 2x4 that I spend roughly about $4 or $5 on, and I can turn it into $95, I will do that all day long, every day, until I can't make anymore, until somebody stops me from making these. Because I can probably batch an entire 2x4 out, which makes up 19 of these. I can probably knock all of those out in roughly an hour. Maybe not even that long, the way that I did it. I think the longest part that it takes is to probably drill these holes out. But if you had, like I said, a bench press, these would go a lot easier. That would be a lot smoother to make that drill hole. So if you guys like the build, if you guys like this project, please comment down in the comment box below. Keep everything nice. I want to build a good community here. If you have any negative comments, you're leaving them on the wrong channel. But if you guys want to see some more builds like this, I'd be more than happy to make some nice, quick, easy builds for you that you can go make some money off of. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these knocked out and get these on my Etsy shop, hopefully before I post this video. If not, before I post the video, shortly afterwards. Everything will be down in links below. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for sticking around to the end. This channel, I've said it multiple times over and over again, is growing exponentially faster than what I ever anticipated. We are well over 800 subscribers, almost knocking on 900 subscribers door, and hopefully within this month we can hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you are not subscribed, be a part of that. Hitting over 1,000 subscribers, it's greatly appreciated. I will link a couple of tools down in the description box below. There are a few different things. I will put that Forstner Bit set on there. It was relatively cheap. It wasn't too expensive. That's the only set that I have. That's the only set that I purchased. I did get that on Amazon. I will also post this down in the description box as well. This is a Spade bit by Crescent. Out of all my Spade bits, I really like this Spade bit. It cuts the best. It leaves the least amount of breakout. So either getting a set of this or exact sizes. If I were you, this is another way to go. This is actually what I drill all of my candle holder holes with. I do it with this Spade bit right here. But so far, I think Crescent gives me the best cuts. So I will link a couple of those tools down in the description box. If you want to order anything, those are affiliate links through Amazon. It really helps the channel. It helps me bring you more content. If there's anything down there that you need and you want to purchase it, please use that affiliate link down there. Like I said, it helps me and it helps the channel. So I appreciate everything you guys do. Hopefully you enjoy the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks a lot, guys. Catch you later.